Good Friday afternoon. I am meteorologist Nathan Kitchens here with a quick Indiana forecast update on the heavy rain expected and the windy conditions coming in as we go through tonight and Saturday. We are looking at dry conditions across the area here as of noontime. Temperatures right around the 40-degree mark. We do have some increasing cloud cover in the western half of the state, and those clouds will continue to increase going through the afternoon. But we are dry. The nearest rain right now is in central parts of Illinois, and we will start to see the chance for some light showers moving into far western sections of the area late this afternoon, and certainly this evening we are looking at rainfall chances really ramping up as we go through the evening and nighttime hours. So let's take a look at things with the new model data coming in this morning. Again, we're going to be dry for most of the rest of the afternoon. By 4 o'clock, it's not out of the question that far western sections of the state there west of Greencastle towards Terre Haute, Vincennes, Evansville, and up to the north near Lafayette and Gary, LaPorte, you could see a couple isolated showers trying to work in by that time frame. Again, 4 o'clock Eastern time. And going forward to 7 o'clock, you definitely start to see some showers out there. Indy, Bloomington, Terre Haute, and then up to the north there into the north central and west central sections of the state. And rainfall will continue through mid-evening. We start to see some heavier pockets of rain in northern parts of the state there around LaPorte, over towards Goshen, South Bend, down to the south towards Kokomo and Fort Wayne. And I see some pockets of more moderate rain coming in mid-evening. Again, this is the forecast radar at 10 o'clock. And as we progress through the rest of the overnight hours, we will just see these areas of drizzle and light showers, it looks like, just scattered across the state throughout the overnight hours. And going into Saturday morning, we're going to start today damp, mild out there as well. We will see showers increasing throughout the morning hours across the area. We'll see the cold front coming through early to mid-afternoon. Here's the forecast at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Notice the line of heavier rain and embedded thunderstorms from Muncie to Indy to near Bloomington and Terre Haute. This is that cold front coming down at that time. And it's along that front we need to watch for the potential of some localized strong wind gusts, possibly some localized damaging wind. Again, there's the front around 1 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. And it's with these storms here around Vincennes, Bloomington to Indy and Richmond and Muncie. It's where we need to watch for some localized damaging wind gusts as that front comes through during the early to mid-afternoon hours. Again, that's 1 o'clock Eastern time. Let's go forward to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We are seeing the colder air starting to work in from the west. We will continue to see these showers here, so it's going to be a wet day the entire day. And we will start to see a transition over to some wet snow on the backside of this precipitation shield going through the afternoon and evening. So this is at 4 o'clock Eastern. This would be areas around Lafayette towards Gary, starting to see some wet snow mixing in. And that progresses eastward into central Indiana, Fort Wayne to Indy and Bloomington by 7 p.m. Rain mixing with some wet snow. And keep in mind, it could come down pretty hard for a while, but as I'll show you shortly, temperatures will be well above freezing, so we aren't looking at any concerns. In fact, if I throw in the temperatures right now, you will see that as we go into tomorrow evening, we are going to be in the upper 30s for temperatures, so that does, abate any chances for any slick roadways, so that is certainly some good news there. Winds will be an issue going through tonight and Saturday, as we mentioned. Let's look at the latest model data regarding the wind forecast. The breeze gradually picks up through the afternoon hours today. We'll see gusts around 20 to maybe as high as 25 miles per hour by later this afternoon, but it's once we get beyond sunset, winds really start to ramp up here. We'll see gusts coming in through the evening by 10 o'clock. We have gusts 30 to 40 miles per hour. Localized higher gusts will be possible. And then going through the rest of the overnight, again, we're looking at widespread gusts here. 35 to 45 mile per hour gusts will certainly be possible here. So do plan on some very windy conditions, and this is the forecast winds at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, remaining very windy. We'll have to watch as that front comes through. In fact, I like how this model is picking up on the idea that we will get some localized stronger winds. This is at 1 o'clock. As that front starting to approach the area here, we do see those localized areas of some stronger wind gusts, and it's possible that localized spots could see a wind gust approaching or reaching severe limits, which is 58 miles per hour. That can't be rolled out in some localized pockets, so just keep that in mind. And we do remain windy throughout the evening as that colder air comes in. We're still looking at gusts over 30 miles per hour throughout Saturday evening, and windy conditions continue into early Sunday as well. So I did want to go back here and quickly show you we are looking at the risk for a little bit of lake effect snowfall in northeast Indiana as well as that cold air starts to come in. So we'll get the back edge of the rainfall out of here and that wet snow out of here by 10 o'clock. But at the same time, we start to see a little bit of lake effect rain shower and snow shower activity around Goshen towards Elkhart and South Bend. And that continues through the overnight hours, 1 o'clock a.m. around Fort Wayne to Goshen. We see some localized bands of some light snow shower activity developing. And that continues as we go into 7 o'clock tomorrow or Sunday morning, and gradually starts to kind of shift to the north and out of the state going through Sunday afternoon. We could see some localized pockets here of light accumulations. I think generally less than an inch. Localized pockets where a heavier band sets up could set up maybe as much as an inch, but I think that's going to be really pressing it. Overall, we aren't looking at any big concerns as far as that snowfall is concerned there in northeast Indiana. I did want to show you the temperature roller coaster here because it is going to be quite a swing in temperatures. This afternoon we warm into the 40s through most of the rest of the day. But then tonight we continue to gradually warm. Going beyond midnight, we warm into the 50s in most areas. And then tomorrow morning we're going to see temperatures in central and southern Indiana well into the 50s, and we'll see some 60s tomorrow in southern Indiana. In fact, mid 60s will be possible for areas around Vincennes and Evansville as that front ahead of that front early afternoon. But look how sharply colder air comes in. So we go from 55 at 1 o'clock in Indy to 43 by 4 o'clock. So expect that temperature transition to move through during the mid-afternoon hours, turning sharply cooler. And again, temperatures will be above freezing most of Saturday night. So that does, we really aren't looking at any concerns for any freezing or anything like that on the roadways, because for one, the wind's going to be so strong it'll dry out any remaining moisture on the pavement. And two, we do expect temperatures to be above freezing until we get towards the pre-dawn hours into daybreak Sunday. That's when we do start to see temperatures below freezing. And Sunday's a chilly day, but temperatures only into the 30s across the area, most of the state, but we are looking at dry weather for most of us outside of that lake effect snow in northeast Indiana early in the day. Let's look at the updated rainfall totals, and really no change from what we showed you this morning. We're still looking at around an inch of rain will be possible around the I-70 corridor. And then points to the north, looking at a 1 to 2 inch band of rainfall across all of north central Indiana. Looks like some pretty healthy rainfall in this general area up here around Lafayette and Kokomo, where that warm front is going to be situated later tonight and Saturday. It's going to kind of help to focus that moisture in that area. Further to the south, not quite as heavy. You see totals more in that ½ inch to maybe 3/4 of an inch around Vincennes to Bloomington, Seymour, Bedford. And along the Ohio River, it's possible we may actually get a little bit less than a ½ inch out of this system. So that will conclude your updated forecast here for Indiana. If you have any questions, be sure to let us know, and have a great rest of your day.